broskies, what's up? It's Sona. So, I asked you guys on Twitter to send me your Gacha Life characters, and I picked some to redesign in a video, which is this video. By the way, this is just for fun, all good intentions here, and if you enjoy this, be sure to like the video for a part 2. Anyways, let's get to redesigning. Alright, so the first character I decided on was this one. They didn't really put the character's name in their comment, but I guess I'll just call this character Blue. The creator is Orb, and they commented, "My OC, she likes blue, books, and has a good sense of humor. She is a stuffed animal that belongs to a 12-year-old and she was found in the dumpsters and the girl cleaned her up. I hope you use this for your video. It would really make my day." Well, lucky you, Orb, this is the character that I chose. Now, this character really caught my eye. There's something about it that's so charming. I just think it's really unique. I love the concept and the design of this character, but I also chose it because I really think there's a lot that I could add on to this character to make it even cooler. Now, the main thing that I wanted to focus on is the fact that this is a doll. And I think the creator definitely did a pretty good job on that. They put button eyes and the mouth looks like it would be something more on the cartoony side, more kiddish, but I had a lot of ideas in mind as well. One of my first ideas that came to mind was the book on her head. Now, the book on her head in the original design is just laying flat on her head like it's gonna fall off at any moment, and while I do think that's very cool, I thought it would make more sense if the book was more stitched to the doll's head so that it wouldn't fall off and it would stay on there, so I gave it some stitches to actually be attached to the head. When it comes to the hair in the original design, I really like what they did with it because with a lot of dolls, the hair tends to get really messy because it's kind of hard to brush a doll's hair because all of it gets yanked out, or a lot of the hair on dolls tends to be a very cheap material, so naturally it just gets messy, you know? And also in this instance it only makes more sense because the doll was in a dumpster. For my version, I definitely changed the hair quite a bit. First, I did make the hair shorter mainly as a personal preference, but also because I wanted to give the doll pigtails, and I think on a lot of dolls, pigtails just look really cute. It also gives off more of a childish vibe. Another thing that I see commonly with dolls is that the bangs and stuff will usually be made of plastic or a different material, but then if the doll has ponytails, it'll be a completely different type of material, so I actually tried doing that with mine. I made the pigtails more detailed to look more like actual hair, and then the hair on the head is kind of more simplified. The creator mentioned that the doll is very humorous, so I wanted to make their smile even bigger, so I actually made it stretch across the entire face basically, and then I put some cute cheeks. To be honest, it kind of gives off a little bit of a creepy vibe, but I think it looks cool. Instead of a sweater, I made it into a dress, and I made it a lot more baggy and oversized. I thought that'd be really cute. I also really love the fact that the original creator put the sleeves over the hands. I love that feature, so I exaggerated it a lot more in mine. Since the girl found the doll in the dumpster and then repaired her, I decided to put some random patches on the dress to kind of show that the little girl took her time to, you know, patch the doll up. I turned the cat ears and the shoes into more of a knitted material so it looks like the doll is more homemade, and when it came to the coloring process, overall, I just tried to make everything look more like materials that a doll would be made of, like knitted or cotton. And last but not least, I made her a little cat tail with a string of yarn since she also has cat ears, and yeah, she's done. She is so cute in my opinion. I love the original creator's design and I love my own. Thank you, Orb, so much for submitting this design, and please let me know what you broskies think of this in the comments. Alright, so next character is submitted by Sfeel, and their character's name is Lavender. Lavender goes by he, they, and they are 15. They deliver dreams to people to warn them of things like an omen, and they are a creature of unknown origin. He is aloof, sweet, and has a very positive outlook. Sometimes he can be a little toxically positive though. I really love the concept for this one. I mean, delivering dreams to people sounds like a really cool job, although I'm not sure how cool it would be for the receiver considering half of my dreams are really weird and I die in most of them. But nonetheless, I honestly love this character and their design. Especially the color lavender, it's honestly so pretty. And also not really a color I use that often, so I was really excited to do this one. For my redesign, I'm gonna mostly focus on the fact that this person is a dream deliverer. Oh my god, I can't say it. For a person who delivers dreams. For the most part, I kept their original hair as well as their face because I think those fit. Since this character delivers dreams, that's also associated with sleep, so I wanted to include that as well. Instead of the original hoodie and shorts that they had, I made their outfit more of like a sleeping suit, I guess you could say. Like a onesie, and it's striped, so it looks more like pajamas. I thought that was really cute. You know, gotta be dressed for the occasion. Something I really wanted to add into this design is a dream catcher. Dreamcatcher. A lot of you probably know what a Dreamcatcher is, or at least have seen one. So a Dreamcatcher is a circular framed net with a hole in the center, which was originally made by Native Americans, and basically this is used to be like hung over or near your bed to protect you from bad dreams and give you good dreams. When I was growing up, I remember having these in my room, and my friends also had them in their rooms too. Dreamcatchers are usually decorated with things like beads and feathers, and I think it's very beautiful. So instead of having a star as the bag where they deliver dreams, I decided to actually make it into a Dreamcatcher bag. I thought it would make more sense, and I think it really fits. And instead of having horns on the character's hoodie, I decided to put feathers instead, as well as little puffs of cloud. Speaking of clouds, those are also related to sleep. So instead of having regular wings, I turned the character's wings into cloud wings, and I think it looks really cool. Since Lavender originally has stars in their design, I still wanted to include that, so I put some little stars in the Dreamcatcher bag, and those are basically supposed to represent the dreams that they're giving out to people. I also made them holding a little star in their hand, and I also put some star buttons down their pajamas, because usually pajamas have buttons. I ended up adding some pinks to the color palette as well instead of just lavender, just so that, you know, it pops a little bit more. And last but not least, instead of giving the character shoes, I just gave them socks, because people don't usually wear shoes to bed, and it makes sense since they're wearing pajamas. I also made them leaping forward, kind of like they're frolicking in the clouds in the sky, and they're on an adventure to deliver dreams to people. Also, broskies, in the comments, let me know what's one of the weirdest dreams that you have had. One of my weirdest dreams that I got when I was younger is that I would blow up like a balloon, and then I would be in a room with closing walls that had spikes, and then it would pop me like a balloon, and then I would die, and then I would wake up. It was really weird. I had that dream several times when I was like 7 years old. That was probably TMI. But yeah, so my redesign of Lavender is finished. I think this turned out so cool looking. I love the colors in this. I'm pretty proud of how this turned out, and thank you so much for submitting this character to me. Spheel, I hope you like the redesign, and I hope you broskies like it too. And last but not least, this character is submitted by Marissa. Here's mine. Her name is Mare, and she's a half alien, half cat girl. She's a warrior. I think this character is very cute, especially because I love cats. I mean, who doesn't? Come on, if you don't like cats, I don't understand you. But yeah, anyways, as cute as this character is, I do think there is definitely a lot to be added here. I love the concept of an alien warrior cat girl. Very cute, and I had a lot of ideas in mind. While her outfit is cute, right off the bat, I noticed this does not look a whole lot like an outfit that a warrior would wear, or at least from the warriors that I've already seen. To get a better understanding of what a warrior looks like, I did look up female warrior outfits on Google just to, you know, get a little bit of inspiration and just see what kind of garments and armor they typically wear, because, you know, if you're a warrior, you know, you're gonna be doing some fighting. Of course, not every single warrior outfit has to be complex, but a lot of them definitely are. So that was my main focus for, you know, sprucing up this outfit. Another thing is that, and I know I've mentioned this before in some of my other videos, I am not used to working with the color green. I barely use it. I know I should definitely use it more, but it is one of the colors that I am the least familiar with, though I do think green and purple are a really good color combo. And I think it's pretty clever that the creator of this character used these colors, because usually when I think of aliens, I think of either green or purple or gray. She's also holding one of those swords. What are those called? Those glowing swords? I kind of forgot. One of the first things that I changed with this character is their hair. I do love long hair, and I do think it looks very pretty on this character, but for a warrior, someone who's constantly fighting, I think it would be better for their hair to be up or just not be able to get in their face so much. What if she's swinging her sword and her hair gets in her face and then she can't see? She's gonna lose the fight. So since she's also a cat, for my version, I actually put a bunch of bells in her hair into kind of like a ponytail looking form, because I've seen cute little kitties with bells on their collar, so I thought it would fit her. Then at the end you can see her hair poking out. Also, if you're wondering why the bells are kind of like floating in the air and they're not really attached to anything, it's because since she's an alien and she's probably from space, I want her to look a little mysterious. I wanted to have something more supernatural about her. For her outfit, I put these little protective pads on her shoulders to protect her when she's fighting. And then I put a cloak coming down from it. I've seen a lot of warrior outfits with those too. She's kind of like wearing this one-piece armor suit, I guess. I'm not really sure entirely how to describe it, but I also put this metal belt around her waist that has a star in the middle. And then beneath that, a piece of armor forms down to her waist, and then it flares out as a cute skirt. She also has armor protecting her legs, and originally I was going to give her boots, but then I ended up turning them into sandal-type shoes because I wanted to show more features of her being a cat. Cats are really good at hunting and running fast, so I thought it would be helpful for her to be less restricted by shoes. I decided to make her sword bigger just because I thought it would look cooler. I tried to give it the glowing effects, but I'm not very good at that. I think I could have made it more flashy, but I still think it looks really cool, and she's leaping forward in this very energetic pose because I imagine her to be a very happy character. She's making a peace sign with her hand and winking. I will admit, I initially struggled a lot with this one. Out of all of them, this one's definitely the hardest for me because I'm not used to using these colors, but I did my my best, and I actually think this turned out great. Thank you so much, Marissa, for submitting this character, and let me know what you broskies think in the comments. Well, for this video, for now, I am done drawing 3 of you broskies gacha OCs. It was so fun. I love all of these characters, and thank you so much to everyone who submitted their OCs. If any of you broskies want to participate in things like this in the future, be sure to go follow my Twitter, as that's where I do these kind of videos. As always, be sure to like the video so that I can do a part 2 of this. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. I love reading them, and okay, bye!